Hey everybody, before the show starts, log on to musicmoneymakeover.com/shop to download all my books and free guides. And while you're there, make sure you click on the book a call tab to book a call with me to get all your questions answered and your problem solved. Enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Music Money Makeover Show. My name is Casey Graham, and on this episode, I'm going to address something that I made some posts about over the last 2 days about artists, all right? And that's artists. Are your managers really worth 20%? Okay, now this is not to, I'm not putting this on managers who have been doing it for quite some time, quite a long time. They've been in the game for a minute. This is really addressing the new managers out there. And maybe some of the, you might have had an artist here or there. All right, the question is, are they worth 20%? All right, and it's also addressing the artists giving stuff away. In reference to the post, are your managers are not your record companies, all right? Stop giving stuff away. So for that, I want to jump into an explanation of that, but we got to do our copyright explain section, so let's jump into it, all right? The sole right which an author has in his own original literary compositions, the exclusive right of an author to print, publish, and vend his own literary works for his own benefit. All right, now, of course, there are two rights of copy. The music industry operates and revolves around two copyrights. And that's the sound recording copyright, and that's also referred to as the masters. All right, those are the sound recordings, as in records or records, as we say it. The audio recording file, WAV, MP3, AIFF of the composition and or song. All right, and then you have the performing arts copyright, and that's your sheet music and stuff like that. It's referred to as publishing. Performing arts, as in the composition, sheet music, MIDI files, publishing, or songs to be performed. Now, under masters, you can see the DistroKid icon. If you need a discount DistroKid link, you can click the link below in the description, all right? Now let's continue. 6 rights of copyright to be exercised to the fullest extent of the U.S. Constitution under Title 17. That's the right to reproduce, the right to prepare derivative works, the right to distribute, all right? The right to public performance, the right to public display, the right to digital performance. Now, I want to quickly address the first thing that I think that artists need to understand. Now, this episode won't be full of slides and all that stuff. I'm just going to strictly address my viewers, my subscribers, and all of you all who continue to watch the YouTube channel. And for you all who are going to watch this on Instagram today, because I'm putting the full format video on Instagram, no clips and none of that stuff, so you can watch it there. All right. But make sure you click the link in the bio to watch it on the website, so you can at least donate 0.0002 cents to my cause, all right? 0.0002 cents. All right, so because that helps me monetize this stuff. Come on, man, you can donate a quarter of a penny, whatever. Anyway, so 20%. 20%, I feel, for managers are reserved for those managers who have had some skin in the game. All right. Now here's my logic behind that post. Every manager is not worth 20%. There are some managers out there who I feel are worth more. And worth more, I mean giving them like some wiggle room of an extra 5%. All right. And that's going to be hard to wiggle them in there, but it depends on your structure, artist, how things are set up. If your manager has not secured, I feel, $50,000 in profit for any one of their artists over the last 2 years. I'm not talking about to the legacy managers. I'm talking about to the new ones coming in. Then for me, that is not enough to say, here's 20%. Now, even though $50,000 is not a lot, to some new managers, it is. All right. Some may have connections that may make that $50,000 in profit, not debt, easier. But for those that don't, 20% is not going to be your number. Artists, I need you to understand this. You're going to have to put them back in the 15% land. All right. And because they may be new or newbies, or this is their maybe second shot at it, the reason why you want to put them back in 15% land is this. At 20%, it can really start to eat into certain profits of yours. Not to mention, the management agreement is the original 360 agreement, all right? And it can start to seem a little bit unfair if you yourself, the artist, are putting in a lot of work. Now, I'm not talking to you artists who don't put in the work and you only look for the manager to do everything. I'm talking to the artists that do a lot of work. And 20% is a big chunk to give up across the board. So here's what I suggest on that 15% land is you make it all commission based, which it already is, and on conditions, right? On the condition that you book this show. All right. Will you make 15%? If you don't book the show, and let's say I do it myself, you don't get 15% of that. Whatever you do, whatever deal you close, you can get 15% of that. Okay. Because every artist doesn't want a label deal. And I think that a lot of managers want to shoot to get the label situation because they want the money in their pocket. But it's not always worth it to the business model of the artist. Because a lot of times label situations may tank the artist and their entire business model. So these are things that you want to look out for, artists. Management, you got to be ethical in this situation. I'm talking to you managers who want to look to do that, because once you put your artists in a situation where they have so much that they can't climb out of, now you have a psychological issue to deal with artists where they're not eating, but they're working hard, okay? Just to pay back the debt that you helped put them in because they didn't understand and you didn't explain it. And so because you put them in that debt, you're wondering why the artist may be going crazy. Well, that's your fault. As a manager, you have to think beyond that. If my artist cannot healthily, it's not even a word, healthily is not even a word, make music, why would I put debt on them to make them work hard, more harder than they're already working, and then expect them to be excited about new opportunities I bring to the table that will just crush them, okay? So that's not the target. The target is you have to build a healthy ecosystem. That is why management newbies must go back in the 15% lane, because you're trying to build an ecosystem for the artists. It is only those managers who understand that they're managing the ecosystem and fixing it, polishing it up, building it up, that they're worth that 20% across the board, no conditions. All right. Artists, I want you to look at that. Now, here's the second quote that I put up, that managers are not your record company. Stop giving stuff away. Okay. Because I've already addressed that on this YouTube channel. All right. Now, the management does not press, distribute, do anything. All right. They may get you access to that, but they don't press or distribute anything. They don't do the books for that. None of that stuff. They might help you starting out, but after that, it's their job to manage your business affairs and your operations. Okay? That's the whole point of the manager. So, for example, let's take a manager at Foot Locker. All right? Now, it's the manager's job at Foot Locker to manage what's coming in off the truck, the sales of the store, payments to the employees, employee compensation, filing, all this extra stuff on behalf of Foot Locker to keep that store running. It's the same thing with you as an artist. All right. You as an artist, you are the business. They are to manage all of your affairs. Okay. They're managing the product coming in and out, making sure the numbers look good. Okay. Making sure your compensation is correct so that you can keep your business going, because you're thinking of constant new creative ideas that you can do that will possibly bring you money. And it is their job to make sure that they funnel the money in. But it is not to say that they should own anything that you create. All right? So that is my piece on that. I've said that so many times on this channel, but I wanted to address those two posts because some people said that the manager is worth nothing. Like could have been a bad experience with this person. Okay? Some people have really said, hey, that's the one. Stop giving that. Look. And a lot of people really agreed with the managers are not your record company. And they are not. They didn't create any of it. They're just helping you possibly with the marketing while you're getting your stuff off the ground. But really, artists, that's on you to do your marketing, to do your promotion. We live in a digital world, if you haven't noticed, since really the 1980s. And if you can't figure out that you have to build an e-commerce based business, I don't know if you've been living under a rock or whatnot, but this has to be done. Now, when you get it up to a certain speed that you need the help, that means you're generating revenue at this point. If you're not generating revenue, but you're bogged down in work, something is wrong with your system and you got to take some of this stuff off of you. What's happening is you're probably overproducing your product. You're thinking too deep in it and you're being too much of a perfectionist. Perfectionists don't really get you too far fast or get you enough leeway and speed and leverage at the rate you would like. That is why you must be relative to the time, because nobody can be perfect, okay? No one can be perfect because somewhere somebody doesn't like your stuff, okay? You must always be relative, artists, and you must always build with a type of momentum, whether you be at a medium speed or you start off at a slow speed because you don't understand the systems, or you're coming out the gate hitting it hard, okay? All managers are not worth 20%, and your managers are not your record companies. All right. Now, if you choose to make your management your record company, then that is on you. You will find out later down the line that the 20% they're getting and helping you run your record company, where they may get additional percentages, will eat into profits across the board. So conditions have to be put into your management agreements so that everybody is happy. And artists, you are not losing out. That has been my word today. Like I said, I wasn't going to bring in a bunch of slides. I just wanted to address the quote pictures that I put up. Maybe you could get some wisdom from that. Maybe you needed to hear it again from me. Whatever, I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you all later. All right? Don't forget to download all the stuff below. Peace. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the show. Make sure you log on to musicmoneymakeover.com/shop to download all my books and free guides. And while you're there, click on the Book a Call tab to book a call with me to get all your questions answered and problems solved. I'll see you all soon.